You know, all those affiliate marketers like are on TikTok, Money Tonight, trying to sell one or two things, or even content creators, yeah, YouTubers, thinking that now that I am about getting visa sponsorship, does it mean that I would be breaking the rule when I continue, with that while being on a sponsored visa? We are going to break this down to your understanding using the information that is there on the UK government website. And this is about skilled worker visa. Yes, I will tell you what you can and cannot do on a skilled worker visa in the United Kingdom. This was recently updated. We already know all this. Most of you that have been following me, I know that I've made several videos in the past. I think I did one last year as well, okay? But this is 2026 information as it was updated, okay? So as you can see on the screen, I'm just going straight to what you can and cannot do. With a skilled worker visa, you can, number one, work in an eligible job, okay? Then two, study. You can study. Bring your partner and children with you as your dependent if you meet the eligibility requirements. Don't forget, there is a clause there. You have to meet all those requirements before you are allowed to. It's not all skilled worker visas, we all know, that allows you to bring independent, okay? So the next one, take on additional work in certain circumstances. There is a link there. Then you can travel abroad and return to the United Kingdom. Apply to settle permanently in the United Kingdom, also known as indefinite leave to remain, if you have lived in the UK for 5 years and meet all eligibility requirements. Remember that we are still struggling with this because the government came out to say that they want to do some amendment, like they want to extend the period from 5 years to 10 years or 15 years. So there is no clarity on that as for now, but the way it is now, if you're qualified for ILR, even as you're seeing this video, before government comes out, like before the end of that consultation, remember the consultation is ending on the 26th of February. So after then, the government will come out to tell us the final stand on that. If you are on a skilled worker visa and you are eligible to apply for ILR, you have spent 5 years on that skilled worker visa, you should be able to apply after meeting all other eligibility requirements. Also, you can do voluntary work. On this voluntary work, my next video, I will try to break down the sort of jobs that you can do that counts for you. It's not all voluntary because they say you should be doing voluntary job. You will now go, picking. No, it's not everything that counts. So there are some selected companies or some, criteria that you need to consider before you choose a company to do your voluntary job with, so it counts for you, okay? Also, any voluntary work you do must be unpaid. Then listen to things that you cannot do, okay? Listen, you cannot apply for most benefits, public funds, or state pension. We already know this, right? Then the next one, you cannot change jobs or employer, or else you apply to update your visa. I made a video before, telling us how you can go about updating your visa. For instance, I'm working for employer A, okay? And now I finally get maybe an offer from employer B. How am I going to update my visa so I don't break the rules? I think I've made a video. I'll try to attach it somewhere here. You need to watch that video, okay? And not just that, I think they even there was where I read it, I can't remember at the moment. I know very well that they even broke it down to working in different roles. For example, I am working for a particular organization for one particular role, and then I decide to switch. Probably that first role sponsored me, and then I decide to switch to another role, or maybe I get promoted. For instance, I think a very common example is care worker and senior care worker. It's been said that you're supposed to get a visa update. Update your visa if you change job or employer. Please take note that this particular one, I got it on the health and care worker visa page, okay? Because there is skilled worker visa, there is health and care worker visa as well. So if you come here, you will see update your visa if you change job or employer. You will need to apply to update your health and care visa if, one, you want to change a job and your new job is with a different employer. Secondly, your job changes to a different occupation code and you are not in a graduate training program. You leave a job that is on immigration salary list for a job that is not on the list. If you will be doing a different job for your current employer, you only need to update your visa if your new job is in a different occupation code. I think this is what I was looking for. If the job that you are being sponsored for is different, the occupation code is different from your new job, even if it's the same employer, you still have to update your visa. That's how I understand it. Then let's go to the main one. Okay, taking up additional job. I know I've made a proper video about this, but guys, there was an update, so I need to still let us know. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, taking on additional work. If you work overtime in a job you are being sponsored for, you do not need to update your visa. Listen to this. If you work overtime in a job that you are being sponsored for, so if you take extra shift, you do not need to update your visa. There is no limit to how many hours or overtime you can do. So those of you saying that, oh, I can only do 60 hours a week, my employer says I cannot work more than this, though it depends on the rule and regulation of the company. But general policy wise, there is no limit to how many hours you work, okay, as far as you're doing that work for the company that sponsored you. Then listen to this. Working in another job or for your own business, yes, that is correct. If you can do your business while being on a skilled worker visa, guys, yes, you can. The work you must do must meet one of the following conditions. Number one, it has an eligible occupation code listed as higher skilled. Very key, okay? Then secondly, it is on the immigration salary list. Thirdly, it is in the same sector and at the same level as your main job. You can only do additional work in a job with an eligible occupation code listed as medium skilled if both of the following apply. 1. You got your certificate of sponsorship for your first tier 2 or skilled worker visa before 22nd of July 2025. Secondly, you have continually held one or more skilled worker visas since then. If you work more than 20 hours a week in another job, you will need to apply to update your visa so that you are being sponsored to do both jobs. So what this means is that you can actually get 2 COSs. Yes. You can be on a full-time job on one COS. Probably you are doing 37.5 hours on one, okay? And then you get another company that sponsors you, that you are doing more than 20 hours. But the only thing they are saying is that, listen to this, what they are saying is that if you are on one single COS, you must not work more than 20 hours. But if you are able to get a job that is willing to give you more than 20 hours, knowing fully well that you are still on visa sponsorship with another job, like you are on a full-time employment with another job, then you must make sure that that second job gives you COS as well. Like I read out to you already, you do not have limitations to how many hours you work as far as you are following the rules. I believe that is clear, okay? Then the next one, you will need to get a new certificate of sponsorship from your second employer. I think I've explained this already. Include a letter from your application. So you are not just getting the COS. Listen, include a letter with your application explaining that you want to change your current permission to stay. And listen to this. Running your own business. You can run your business, but you must not work more than 20 hours. Like that, whatever you are doing, your business, you must not run it for more than 20 hours a week, okay? Listen to this. There are various ways to set up a business, including registering as a sole trader. Any business administration that you do, such as preparing invoices, counts as part of the 20 hours, okay? Then voluntary work. You can do voluntary work while on a skilled worker visa. This must be unpaid, except for reasonable expenses such as travel and for one of the following, which is registered organization. I think I've gone through this. So the most important thing that you must learn from this video is that you can open up your own business, but you cannot do that business, you cannot run that business for more than 20 hours a week. For those of us doing TikTok or probably content creator, you earn money online, guys, on this particular one, based on the information, I'm just telling you the way I understand it. If you are able to do that and earn your money, you don't earn more than 20 hours or you don't engage more than 20 hours, you know, on whatsoever business you're doing, because that's like side business. You do affiliate marketing, you know, you create content online, you earn money. I think that is like side business also, okay, with the way I understand it. You can drop your opinion, okay? Tell me how you understood it. So guys, that's all for today. Please share this video. Don't go without liking this video. Please just click on that like button so that YouTube will recommend this video to a wider audience. Thank you again for watching, and I remain blessing, a Mozuzu of Blessed Blessing channel. Thank you. I know you got all dressed up for the club.